Welcome to Berowra, the safest suburb in Sydney. That's what they keep telling us. I noticed this on the side of the road. It's a traffic monitoring device and it has been vandalised, and it only took one day for this to be ripped to shreds. I took some photos of it from just about here, and I'll share the photos with you now of when it was installed. And I shared it with some friends in the suburb and I said, hey, there's a traffic counter set up on Berowra Road. Little did we know it would only last a day. So the vandals have done a good job of this. The pneumatic tube has been totally chopped up. There's remnants of what was left behind there. There's also some remnants down here as well. Okay, yeah. And there's a very, very curious message on the box there. I'll have to blur one of those words out. It says, stop, starts with F, ends with king, up our sleep each year. Now, it's been put on with sticky tape, and I notice it says each year, which is quite curious, I thought. If you don't know about these car counters, I'll put some links down in this video. It's a very simple system. It's a pneumatic tube and it would be able to pick up the pressure that's sent down the tubing to the box, and I think it's the software that interprets the pressure changes. That's the clever aspect to this system. I'm hoping to get the sound of a car hitting part of this system here. There is a noise to this, but at night there's barely any cars that use this road, so I don't understand how it affects people's sleep. I'll stick on it till I get one. Okay, let's listen to that a couple of times. And even then it's sometimes very slight. What's a bit perplexing here is normally when these monitors are set up, there's often a sign put up on the pole that this is on, and I can't see anything else around here that's telling me who's responsible for this box here and exactly what it's doing. I'll make a point about this. 6 months earlier, not far from the car counter we're looking at here, there was traffic monitoring going on the Pacific Highway at Berowra. It had a sign there that explained what was going on, and sometimes a simple sign and a contact number can save a system from being attacked by a local. The strangest things can trigger the strangest people in the strangest ways, especially when there's no explanation why a mysterious box is counting cars in the suburb. Welcome to Berowra. That was destroyed in one day, and it always comes down to that one person. That one person is bound up so tight. They are bound up so tight that they've got to release what's annoying them and take out what they see as the enemy. Yep. Safest suburb in Sydney. Okay, continuing the theme of the safest suburb of Sydney, this park is Berowra Heights. It's even safer than Berowra. On the weekend, it happened on Saturday night, this is a few days after that time, a hooligan or hooligans has decided to come here with petrol and set a fire across the whole park. In fact, this fire line goes for 40 meters. I found it on Sunday morning. It had a strong smell of petrol. Some people may call that gas. And to be more specific, it smelled like two-stroke fuel to me. Had that very oily, pungent odor two-stroke has. So they've done a nice job here. I took some still photographs of this as well, not long after it happened. And as I get to the end here, it was this area here, next to that burn mark there, where I found a blue Bic lighter. So yes, some very naughty locals, isn't there? But that's just part one of the fun. Why stop at one 40-meter fire line? Over here near the play equipment, they've decided to set fire to the grass over here. It actually starts off from the path area, and I looked at this on the weekend. Maybe they tried to spell out a word or a name of something. It's very, very cryptic what they've done here. And if I go up to this section up here, you'll see where potentially the fire was lit from. I can see the other side of the path is burnt grass as well. And I'll say it like this, in an abstract way, people who do this in local parks and cut up road counters on major roads into the suburb sort of suffer the same problem. I hope you understand what I mean there. So yeah, welcome to beautiful and safe Berowra Heights. And what's been going on and why I've made a point of this is there's been a series of fires set in the suburb over the last couple of weeks. I think they've all featured on the local Facebook page. but I don't think too many people are starting to connect the dots that potentially these are all linked. Each fire seems to be bigger and bigger in scale, and I've actually there's something here. Okay, that blue lighter is still here. Before I get out of here, let me take a closer look at that there. So the blue light is still in the park here. It's been kicked on from its original position. I just wonder whose fingerprints are on that. What I'm going to do is just kick this back to where it was before, because I want people who walk by here, a lot of people are noticing the damage here, and I think when you see that like that, it tells a much bigger story of what's going on here. Yeah, I've got some very dark thoughts about what's going on here. I just hope they're not a bedwetter or someone who's cruel to animals. If it's that style of person, this is only the beginning of what could become much worse. Only time will tell. I think maybe a few other people in the suburb are starting to join the dots together. But my theory is there's going to be more fires before this is over. It just has that feeling about it. And I'll be honest here, when I see what's gone on here, and just thinking if someone thinks this is the fun thing to do, well, my simple advice is please go and seek some medical help. What you've done here is a disgrace.